3 viewers already? Bro, that's hype. Howdy. Welcome to the stream, ladies and gentlemen. I am back with your regularly scheduled programming, Mario Kart Wii. Last time I kind of got taken for a ride, didn't I? Yeah, I sure did. So, this time... Hey, what's up, Coco? I got the loading screen to work how I wanted it to. It's kind of janky, but, you know, I'm happy with it. But this time, I'm expecting to get taken for a wild ride again. But that's okay. Thank you. I'm intending to, in the future, there is something that I want to touch up about it. I want to add something like a background. And I actually know how to do that. It was like the first time I tried making a loading screen. It was a big struggle. But what I eventually learned is that, wait a minute, if I want to make anything with moving parts, I can just do that in Adobe Premiere Rush. You know, as long as it's like simple text on a background, which is, you know, make the dots rolling politician heads. True, actually, I might get in trouble with Twitch for that one. Yeah, in the future, I was thinking like I add a background to the loading screen, because right now what it is just the like text card and then the rotating logo and whatnot. I was thinking if I could make the loading screen because the logo is a separate element, if I could make the loading screen be the text in the background and then just impose the logo on top of it, that would look really nice. Or alternatively, I could make the background into like left politicians, or, you know, meme politicians or something like that. Joe Biden with the laser eyes, and then somebody else. No, you know what? I have an epic idea. It could be all the like communist theorists, and then Obama Prism and Joe Biden. And you know how there's like those images with all the like Marx and then Lenin and then Mao and then whoever in a row? I could do that, but then just have like Marx, Engels, Lenin, and then Obama and Biden. And then that could be my my loading screen. Be an epic idea. Is there anybody online? Yeah! I love that emote. Do you know the reference there? It's the guy from the like They Will Kill You YouTube channel. And there's a he does these countdowns of like, oh, the weirdest or most revolting things or whatever. And there's one where he says number 12, and then well, I'll play the audio here. Hopefully it's audible.
Number 12, cockroach.
So that's him. If you could hear that. Number 12. Cockroach. So, but the thing is, right? The with that meme, it sounded like he's getting like he kind of pauses between the halves of the word cockroach. So then you get shit like this.
Number 12, cockroach.
So that's why I have that as the number 12 emote.
Number 12. Cock.
But you know, I don't think Twitch would let me just have an emote be a dick. And also the rotating cockroach is funny. You thought of it like the dancing stick bug? Oh, yeah, that's right. The stick bug is a good one too. Oh, you have a painting of the stick bug? That's dope. I named when I was playing Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, Pokemon Scarlet, I caught that like first area bug Pokemon and I named it Stick Bug lol cuz I looked up what it evolved into. It's like, what is this Pokemon? And it evolved basically into the fucking get stick bugged meme. I was like, no way, dude. So I was like, I have to do it. Stick bug is like the Rick roll, but you like I can't get mad at it ever. I mean, I stopped getting mad at Rick roll after a while because it was just like it was too good to be mad at. Anywho, well, this room is either full of Smurfs or I'm going to front run and win pretty easily. Might get beat up and lunch money taken. It's possible. What's up, 1v3? And underpants hoisted on the flagpole. All three of these things happened last time. Oh, okay. Ah, it's a two-shroom shortcut, I'm dumb! Okay. Did they fall off? Well, one of them did. What? I got a thundercloud in second? This is some malarkey, as Joe Brandon would say. Alright. Make me big. Yes. Oh, I'm in second? That guy's in first. Interesting. Ooh. That was a good shock for targeting him. And now I know not to take that shortcut. However, I can take that shortcut. Oh shit. Bad spot to get blue shell. Obama beetle. Okay, I'm in first, going into lap 3. I think it's faster to just not trick off that, as weird as that is. That Daisy made the same mistake that I did on lap 1. Got stuck in the off-road. Nice. He asked how he could get forgiveness as a joke, and you said, I need a Google Doc of 12 ants with Obama's face. Damn. Epic prank. Oh. You saw you didn't have sound on. Okay. I got you. The Emu War? That is pretty funny. That Australia declared war on the emu population and then quickly realized, like, fuck, we're not going to be able to do this, and then lost the Emu War in the 1920s, I think it was. Oh no, it was in 1932. So in the pits of the Great Depression, they declared war on an entire species. Yeah, it only lasted for 1 month. Times were so simple back then. True. You go up to a person of the opposite gender, be like, hey, let's have dinner, and if they were from an aristocratic family, they would slap you and then call the police and you'd get arrested. But if they were of the same social class as you, then, you know, you'd go out and you'd basically just get married, because that's how that shit worked back in the day. Oh, what the fuck? Don't crush me! Fuck. No, no, okay. Ecuador declared war on goats? I did not know this. That's wacky. Buck tradition by choosing the stable boy. Hey, how do you know the princesses didn't just choose the stable boys because it got them to that horse cock? Hmm? Have you seen Twilight, and what are your opinions if you have? I have not seen Twilight, and I also don't care that much about Twilight. You know. Ah, shit. That ain't good. Get me out of here. Please? Thank you. Okay. Wait, what? How is Twilight a Christmas movie? Oh, to you. Okay, never mind. Might be. I'm driving like shit this race. Okay, gotcha. Dude, why did I get this item? Son of a bitch. Oh boy. Who's ready for the impending shitstorm of me getting fucked up this race? Alright. Okay, I think I know where I want to use this star. It's just a matter of will I get there soon enough to use it. Alright. Okay, perfect. Nice. Third. I'm probably gonna get fucked for that. You see someone else in the stream again? Yeah. What is a Niverbia? I don't know. Let me Google it. It doesn't mean anything. Apparently, Niverbia is literally just the fucking the custom track in Mario Kart Wii. Any interesting topics? Yeah, I was waiting to get into that. Yeah, I mean, I hesitate to believe that, but I don't know if it's in a different language. I wouldn't know what language that would be. Yeah, so first things first, I wanted to update briefly on the progress of the Mario Kart Wii tier list video that I'm editing down. And I'm pleased to report that I am more than halfway done. I've got 20 of the tracks edited down so far as of this morning, which leaves me 12 more to do between now and some point in the future. So if my internal schedule holds, then I should be done with that video actually by the end of the week this week, and it'll be up on my YouTube channel, either on like Friday, Saturday, something like that. So that'll be fun. I'm expecting the video to be pretty long because it's already 25 minutes and it's just the 20 tracks that I've had done, you know. So that's one, that's a positive development. But you know, all is not positive in the world, of course. I'm hoping that video can actually get some good attention on YouTube, because I put enough memes in it that I'm sure the YouTube algorithm will have to like pick it up at some point. But then apart from that, oh, English translation of Nairobi, the capital of Kenya? I didn't know this. Why is it a snow track then? Wait, what? Your sub, so let's see. Yeah, that'll be fun. How did I get triple reds in second? I don't understand this. But in the scope of the news, there is one thing that I can't, like, I almost can't believe that I predicted this to the degree that I did. You guys remember when I did that? Well, I did a segment on stream, but then I also made a video out of it about the medical assistance in dying expansion that they did in Canada, and how that was so easily going to go wrong. Right, like it had already been, you know, going very wrong very quickly. But you know, I kind of described the not so far-flung logical conclusion of that policy. So recently, that actually happened. The shit that I described as like the worst possible outcome has already started happening in Canada, with respect to MAID, and that comes in the form of, there was a Canadian veteran, like a military veteran, who was disabled, you know, like wheelchair bound and stuff, and they complained to the government because they needed help, they needed medicine, and they needed mental health care, and the wait times for seeing a therapist and stuff were really long, you know, to get an appointment and whatever, and this is essential care. So they filed a complaint, they lodged a complaint with the government, and the government's response was to offer to euthanize them. Like, she complained to the government about, like, hey, the wait times for these services are too long, like, I need this help, and the government offered to kill her. You can't make this shit, oh, goddammit. I hate when that happens. Like, you almost can't make this shit up. Yeah, you know, for the uninitiated here, Canada has this MAID program, which means basically, at least in theory, kind of like how we do in the United States, the practice of pulling the plug. If somebody's terminally ill and it's like, it would only cause them more pain and suffering to keep them alive, and like nothing can be done to save them, the law allows for the doctor or the family to make the decision to pull the plug and just let them die, right? But in Canada, what they've done is they've taken it way too far. In Canada, this is an actual medical process that you can apply to and get approved for. The state-assisted suicide. And recently, semi-recently, they expanded it to include people who only had mental health issues. Previously, it was you had to have serious physical health issues, which also isn't good in its own right, because serious health issues does not mean fatal health issues. It's not like your life is a ticking time clock. It's just there's something seriously wrong and you need help. Yeah. And so this has led to people who do not want to die having to apply for MAID because they are homeless, and homelessness accelerates rates of mental illness and thereby physical illness as well. So Canada is effectively going to start killing off its homeless population by driving them to the point of homelessness by not offering sufficient help in the form of social safety nets, and then offering to kill them when they're desperate enough to the point that there's no other option. And it's, like I said, it's already started happening. This Canadian veteran was asking for help, and the state said, instead of saying, well, we'll see if we can't fast track you or expand our health services, this problem has come to our attention, they offered to kill her. Did not know that. Do people like it or not? People hate this shit. The Canadians, the general populace in Canada hates this. They are up in arms. People in America are even up in arms. Our healthcare system is one of the most dystopian healthcare systems in the world, and we don't even do that to people. The state will never offer to kill. Death exists only as a punishment in the United States, which is also a problem in its own right. I disagree with the death penalty. But in Canada, it's just oh, the state has failed to accommodate you? That's okay. We'll just kill you so we don't look bad. How does what still exist? Oh, MAID? Because the Canada is a liberal democratic country, which means that that framework is within the structure of capitalism. And the liberal part of liberal democracy does not mean it is a democratic country. It means it is a neoliberal country. This is going to be a little bit of a long-winded explanation, but bear with me here. The ideology of neoliberalism revolves around the maximization of profit, right? Making as much money as possible. Basically, people who try to run the government like it's a company are neoliberals in some form or another. And what Canada has done basically has applied that to this area of healthcare, and has prioritized saving money over effectively governing to enable people to live their lives how they would want to. I remember on stream I read a budget report. In fact, a lot of Canadian media outlets and government offices are reporting on it like this, where they are emphasizing how much money could and would be saved by this expansion. The Canadian equivalent of our Congressional Budget Office, like their national budgeting agency or whatever, said, yeah, this program would save the Canadian government $87 million every year, Canadian dollars. And in fact, it turned out to even save more than that. It saved almost twice as much. Now estimates are that expanding MAID to include people who only have mental health issues would save something around $130 million US per year. At what cost? Well, that's the thing. It's not at any cost. These people are viewed as burdens on the state. It costs money to accommodate for people. It is more profitable to start killing off your homeless population than it is to develop social safety nets for helping them get back into the world, at least in the short term. Now, in the long term, it's more of a debate because people are as productive as they have literally ever been, and the issue really here is one of eugenics. Eugenicists use this language sometimes, where it is too hard to accommodate for certain people. This is where you get a lot of ableism. Canada has that mindset. Neoliberalism inherently lends itself to this mindset because maximizing profit also bears with it the connotation of minimizing losses, like as much profit for as little effort as possible. So where there is less effort to be expended, still at a significant profit margin, the government will do that. And here we have an opportunity to decrease the amount of effort in the eyes of the Canadian government that it expends on its population by killing off people who have fallen through the cracks. And it saves them a lot of money in doing so. They take the quick, easy option that saves them a lot of money. I hope that clears it up a little bit. Yeah. You know, so even though it would almost, you know, in my opinion, it would probably be more profitable and more productive in the long term to shorten things a little bit, to shorten my explanation. Even though it would be arguably more profitable in the long term to accommodate people at any, by any means necessary, it is harder than in the short term killing them off. And in both scenarios, the state still makes money. It takes longer. It takes longer for the government to turn a profit by letting the homeless live than it does if you were to just kill them off. And the birth rate, as far as I'm aware, even with this, the birth rate would still be positive, which is why the Canadian heads of government are doing this, because it's like, you know. And of course, to get highly theoretical, the reason that governments even go down this path in the first place is because they are governed by, well, the interests of profit. They don't care about the well-being of people, even democratic governments. This is what socialists would call the interests of the bourgeois being at play here. They don't care about the common workers. So if some people die for an easier profit to be made, then that's totally fine by the people in power. They're just horrible people, right? Like this is a form of banal evil. Every person involved in this might not be evil and a morally reprehensible person, even though I'm certain there are a few of them that are. It's the system itself that prioritizes the money that is evil. It's not any person within the system. It's just like in I know this, Godwin's law at play here. In Nazi Germany, there was a Nazi doctor who was put on trial in Nuremberg to see, okay, how evil are the Nazis? And by all metrics of psychological analysis, he was a normal human being. This is one of the guys who was signing the papers to send Jews to death camps. And by all accounts, there was not a shred of evil in this man's body. The evil came in the system that he worked within and supported. So that's the nature of the problem here. Oops, I missed a trick. And, I went really deep into that because I care a lot about it. I think I've talked a little bit on stream about how I've suffered from episodes of suicidal ideation, thoughts of suicide and stuff. In Canada, I would not be alive today. Because at some point, they would have offered to kill me, and I might have said yes. War Wars, like I said. Oh, yeah, the War Wars. What? You can't drive on it? Interesting. But yeah, the same root evils that lead to fascism are present in every modern country, because fascism is what happens to a liberal capitalist country in intense crisis. Oh, what the fuck? How did that happen? You know, like they're yeah. It says the minimum age is 18, and I feel like it should be so much higher because of how overwhelming things are from age 18 to 21. Yeah, my take on this is that you should not be allowed to apply for suicide to the state and get approved. Like, you should not have a right to death. You know, like, to your own suicide. Like, yeah. Yeah, I'm also 22. I mean, it looked like more like a normal Risk game than a part of world history. Yeah, you know, videos that cover very broad strokes have run the risk of doing that sometimes. Sorry, I'm gonna finish up this race and I'll get a chance to see what your messages are. Oh, okay. Well, silly wabbit. Minimum age for MAID. Yeah, because 18 is the age of majority. It's the age where you become an adult. That's like it's like the voting age, or the age where you can be drafted. You know, like, you have the right to participate. You also have the right to die. I don't think you should have the right to die in the sense that, like, oh, I'm in a depressive spell. You know, I think there should be maximal effort committed to keeping people alive, and you know, only really at the point where it becomes like a worse sentence to live than to die should that even be considered. Yeah, I'm doing okay in the races today. Granted, I'm just kind of farming VR here. I think this is good content. Talking shit, getting hit, not getting hit. Canada MAID minimum age. Medical assistance in dying was only passed in, I think, 2021. Or it was passed in 2016, came into effect. How's Squeaker been? She's good. She's sleeping on my chair right now. Yeah, okay, minimum age is 18. So. Ooh. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I if it was a joke, it went right over my head. That's my B. You go to college next month? You're super stoked for that? Hot dog. That sounds awesome. Good luck in college. Oop. My sister's in college right now. In fact, her first semester. Yep, I didn't mean to do that. Her first semester is almost over. Yeah, in fact, if I'm not mistaken, she is coming home, like, this week or next week or something? Pretty soon. Ah, damn it. I got too lost in the sauce. Ah, I'm dead. Oh, what the... Okay. You're a social idiot. We're all social idiots here. Hey, speaking of like social situations and being awkward and whatnot, I believe I've mentioned this on stream before, but I think it apt to bring it up again. One of the things I learned in college, not from classes or anything, but I read a news article about some news suggesting that actually everybody to some degree or another is autistic, like on the autism spectrum or neuroatypical or whatever. And that actually made me feel a lot better about how my brain works, because I've known that I am on the autism spectrum since I was 12 years old. Like, that's when I was diagnosed. Ever since then, I felt a developing, like, chip on my shoulder, because I was, like, starting in high school, I was being put into the special ed homeroom classes, where, like, they put the kids who have autism or other social disabilities, learning disabilities, who needed help in learning how conversation works. And I was one of those kids, and I felt like very weird that for some reason this group of people was being separated from the rest of the school population. It made me feel like they valued us less. You know, that didn't trust us to integrate with regular students, at least not completely. You know, and then in college, I didn't even realize that was such a big burden on my shoulders until it got lifted when I saw that article. I was like, oh yeah, everybody's, you know, autistic in some way or another. Like, nobody's brain aligns perfectly neurotypical, because that's an arbitrary designation that we use for people who are conformists, basically. You know, people whose brain perfectly aligns with the systems we exist in, which, like, that doesn't happen. We constructed these systems. It's not a, like, absolute truth of the world or whatever that anybody is. It's like the word normal. There is no such thing as normal. It's a social construct. Like, not in any sort of universal sense. We're all spectacular. That's true. That's true. Oh, oops. The world is normal and normal is special. Well, yeah. You know, everybody is normal and nobody is normal. And, like, it's in the sense that the word is used where you say you're not normal, like it's an insult or something. Like, that doesn't really exist, because everybody's a little bit weird. Had some weird stains, so you didn't get it. Yeah, that's true. Normal is the only thing that's normal, and so that makes it not normal. That makes it special. That's absolutely right. Yeah, that was a big weight off my shoulders. And now I've actually, I used to be a lot more touchy about the language I used to describe you know, autism and ASD, whatever the hell people want to call it. But now I'm not as much, because it's like, oh well, you know, everybody's got this going on in their head in some form or another. Oh dude, I almost got him. That would have been sick. Ah, what? Ow. No! I'm getting fucked up. Life sucks sometimes, yeah. Dude, life's gonna suck for 2 seconds. And then I'm gonna... That's unfortunate. But, it's okay. What? I passed somebody? That was weird. Somebody died at the end. Ouch. Alright, next race. This is a fun room. Gamer got hit with healthy food, now he's gonna die to death. True. I got hit with the fucking... I don't even know what that was. Like what it was supposed to be. I'm gonna die. Gamer touches a fruit and vegetable. Touches a edible grass. That's not a fruit or vegetable. That's weed. What have I done? I accidentally closed a tab, is what I did. There we go. You're not allowed to say sucks on Twitch? What? Is it like bleeping it out or something? It shows up in my chat. Life's rough sometimes. Oh, does it not let you title stuff? Oh, okay. That, yeah. That might be because, like, some very strict language policing, whatever bullshit. Ow! A dude. Yeah. Literally 1984. George Orlando. 1977. Fucking, Anyways, another 1984. I've been told told very good things about it, but I've also been told it's a very soul-crushing book. And I understand the arguments of it, so I don't think I really need to read the book. If you can believe it, I actually never read it in high school. You know, for a lot of people, apparently it's like required reading, but not for me. Yeah. Oh, this was one of the first tracks you saw me play? Ah. A return to form, question mark? It's a fun track. It's just like, it's a little bit more bland, I think, since there's no loop-de-loop and corkscrew thing. I understand why they didn't include it, because, like, how do you even do that in the Wii version? Like, it barely works on C Stadium. So it would be like a nightmare trying to do for this one. But in a lot of other ways, it still feels like Rainbow Road DS. Okay. Well. A massive muse. And a lot of songs were inspired by 1984, so you're drawn to taking the time to read it. Yeah, I mean, it's absolutely worth a read. What I read in high school that was, that sort of conveyed the same message in 10th grade was, well, first I read Fahrenheit 451, which is a very good book as well. It is so named because that is the temperature at which paper spontaneously catches fire, which was an interesting bit of trivia to learn when I was first reading the book. And then after that, like, we were doing group projects on the book set we were reading, and myself and my friend like had finished the book early and whatever, so I decided to go pick another one, and one of the shorter books that we could read was George Orwell's Animal Farm, so I read that one as well. And at the time I didn't get it, but now I do, kind of. I don't know, and Venom Snowstorm. You know, cause like, Animal Farm is an explicit condemnation of the Soviet Union because of, like, how the like, meet the new boss, same as the old boss. Like, the Soviet Communist Party were just new capitalists. They replaced the private boss in the corporate sector with the state boss. You know, instead of your boss being like just some guy who owns the factory or whatever, your boss was the government. You know. And then in Fahrenheit 451, they talk actually a lot about not directly anyways, but they talk a lot about critical thinking and control of media and whatever. You know, of course, it was written in the 1960s, so a lot of the media that they're talking about is mostly like television and whatever. But it, you know, it kind of shows the degree to which you can manipulate people with certain messaging if you have control over the means of getting that messaging out. You know, like, if you're only ever told one political opinion and you're never told that there's an alternative, it wouldn't even occur to you that there is another way to think. Kind of the same thing that George Orwell gets at in 1984 with like Newspeak and whatever, like controlling the thoughts that people are even able to have, never mind the ones that they do have. Is there an item set? There is. Okay. Well, I beat the Bowser. But that's one of the few times actually in my school experience that I've really enjoyed doing a group project. You know, because I was talking about the book. It's like, yeah, you know, when it was pretty straightforward. Like when institutions start trying to control the spread of certain political ideas that aren't just like crazy conspiracies and whatever. You know, people should be kind of worried, and like sometimes it can be very subtle. But in the United States, we don't have any like government media apparatus. There's public broadcasting, and there's what is it, NPR, National Public Radio, but those are public. Those aren't controlled by the government. They're funded by the government. They're overseen by their own thing, and they don't answer to the government. Anyways, that's my diatribe on books. Let me read these things here. There we go. Okay, cool. What? I didn't get a bro. Mushroom, a mushroom, a mushroom. Yay! I like the mushroom track. Get me up there! Yeah. You've been taking medicine to regulate your mood and you've never felt better? That's good. This track is very pretty. I'm racing... I can't tell if I'm racing well or if I'm racing like garbage. Like, it's kind of hard for me to tell right now. I don't know how those guys up there got such a massive lead. What in the world? Me just being bored in my apartment. Alright, oh no! The shop. Okay. Well, I got mushrooms, that's good. Get me up there! Okay. Better to be bored than be stressed. Yeah, there's situations where, you know, one or the other is better. For me, sometimes boredom can be like a sign of depression. I almost have to keep myself occupied with something that requires attention, like, a lot of the time. Otherwise, I go to pretty bad avenues of thinking. Yay. Plus 19 for third. I'm sticking with this room. This room is very fun. But at the same time, I also, you know, I'm trying to avoid stress in my daily life as well, because I want to be happy. And even if I don't do that much, if I can be happy doing something and sort of be contributing, then that's good for me. Love to be able to be stressed, and back in the day when you were stressed, you wanted to be able to be bored. Yeah. I guess that's how that goes, isn't it? You know, it's like the grass is always greener on the other side. It's like, you know what they say. Obstagoon's Palace, I guess. Go outside and lay on the floor for 5 minutes. True. Touch grass. I did that yesterday. It was good. Even in, like, shitty winter weather, like, it kind of matters. We have no grass? Oh yeah, it's true. US Southwest, huh? It's okay, grass is overrated. You just need that vitamin D. Oh shit. God dang it. Dirt and leaves. Touch leaves. Leaves are nice. You're allergic to grass? Bro, same. I'm an online leftist. Alright, I'm gonna mushroom up here. There we go. Ooh, triple mushrooms again. Don't mind if I do. Get on the bike to cycle 20 kilometers every morning? Of course that makes sense. Yeah, I mean, you know, the Netherlands has really good biking infrastructure, so it's definitely a good thing to take advantage of that wherever possible. The Balenciaga? Yeah, it's nothing. It's like they're being kind of weird, and then that's it. The Balenciaga is like the more bikes than people. True. Balenciaga is this like high status, high fashion, whatever clothing line. It's kind of like Gucci or whatever, where they ridiculously overprice shit. And I talked about this on another stream. Shoe on Head started up some fucking conspiracy bait drama about how they did kind of a weird photo shoot where there was like a kid holding a teddy bear that has fetish gear, or was wearing like bondage gear and whatever. Which is, like, as far as fetish gear goes, that's, like, as safe... That's, like, as safe for work as you can get, right? And the thing is, right, the reaction that people gave online was the intended reaction. This is actually a known practice in the business world called shock marketing. They'll just put up something that's supposed to, like, get people pearl clutching and be like, oh my god, this is so heinous, how could you? That doesn't actually, like, have any necessarily dark implications to do shock marketing. So that was the one picture, and then the other picture was admittedly a little bit weirder, where there was a bag. They were advertising one of their bags and whatever, and there was a bunch of like files and documents strewn on the table as like stock, like material for a stock photo or whatever. And one of those was a ruling from a case regarding child sexual abuse material in the United States, and of course the ruling in that case was anti CSAM. Like they ruled against the like pro pedophilia attorneys in that case. So it was just some like, I don't know, presumably some like intern that thought they were funny or being edgy or whatever. I guarantee that did not have like sanctioned approval from whoever. But Shoe on Head turned it into this thing where it's like they're covertly showing their pedophilia, and where like Shoe, grow up. If they're pedophiles, and they are, by the way, anybody at the head of a business empire, almost definitionally, is like a pedo in some form. They're not advertising their pedophilia and flaunting it on Twitter. No, they're going to Epstein's private island and shit, and doing stuff that's, you know, outside of the public view. You know? They're not dressing like Satan to show that they're satanic. No, they're preying on children in the background where nobody's ever going to see it. You know? And of course, the real drama of the situation came from the response of Shoe on Head's, like, Twitter fans. Because she kind of posted, like, this vague conspiracy-based stuff, and then everybody immediately assumed, oh yeah, the queers and the Jews are responsible for this, like, and, like, they did all the, like, anti-Semitic, you know, anti-queer conspiracy theory cliche, like, bullshit. And then people on the left who had some connection to Shoe on Head were like, hey, can you, like, tell your right-wing audience to stop being fucking weird and ghoulish, and that this isn't about the queers or the Jews or whatever? Because it isn't. And she decided to start mass blocking leftists. So that's the Balenciaga scandal. Kind of cringe. It's like, oh my god, businesses are fucking weird and ruled by evil corpos? Oh my god. Oh my god. You know? But she presented it with the, like, shock and drama of like, a reaction, like a conservative reaction YouTuber or whatever. So, people gave it a bunch of likes. Yeah, Keemstar. It's like that shit. You know, there's nothing really there. Nothing that people didn't already know. You haven't blocked on Twitter? Good. I actually heard about, I don't know if either of you have heard of Keffals. She's a very prominent trans content creator. I watched a video about some drama that she was going through lately. Apparently, you know, being sort of an edgy trans leftist who is cis-passing gets a lot of people mad. Even, you know, even on the left, they are jealous or whatever, or they want to maintain some social club. And apparently she said she had this, like, what is it called? Block string? Something or other? Where, like, if there was a tweet, like, this only really works because of how big of a content creator she is. If she saw a tweet that was like, oh yeah, Keffals is a racist, transphobe, Kiwi Farms was right, blah blah, she can, like, press a button or something that says, like, yeah, block everybody who liked this tweet, because those are the kind of people that would just go and brigade her. And then she's like, yeah, and then I just don't have to deal with those people. And I was like, wow, that's actually really smart. Getting snacks? Alright. Love snacks. Snacks are great. You know, as much as I myself am a leftist, I will hold no bars about talking shit about other people on the left, because a lot of people on the left define themselves by their ability to maintain a very gate-kept space online that's, like, not welcoming to new people unless you check off all the boxes of the, like, oppression Olympics and shit. It's like they're against having a big tent for some reason. Like, me being a cis white guy would not be welcome in most leftist spaces. Like, I would be chastised, and like, I would have to basically prostrate myself to be welcome there in certain, like, especially queer online spaces. So no, I'm good. Twitter drama is extremely funny when I'm not a part of it. You know? God, I wonder how that's gonna work out when I get, if I manage to grow a platform, uh-oh, baby's first drama. I'll just block everybody. Probably. Oh, this is the same room. Okay, that's fine. Obsidian's Palace. I feel like you'd be really good at Among Us. My friend tells me the same thing. A friend of mine who really likes Among Us, but I'm not a huge fan of playing that game myself, because like it involves a degree of deception, and I don't like games where I have to do deception and shit. I don't like lying to people. You know, I've played Mafia before, which Among Us is like kind of a take on. Except in Mafia you have like the detective and shit, and Among Us you don't. He's gonna throw that back on this corner. No, never mind. Ah, damn it. Ah, riding on the edge. Among Us? You could be in this very room. Each and every one of you are Among Us. I do love, like, Among Us memes and shit. Those are hilarious. I am somehow in first place. Okay, cool. You have a mushroom? He does. Okay. I'm just gonna go wide here. I haven't been hit by a car so far. Of course, I know I could be jinxing it, but... It's gotta be away from the mogus. Yeah, true. That's the real reason you leave your parents' home. I am going to win. Yay. Your parents are the imposters? They were Among Us the whole time. Dude, have you seen that compilation of every time an American president has ever said Among Us? Said Among Us. Okay, here it is. Wait, fuck. Okay, volume. Hold on. I'm gonna turn it up on my desktop so you can hear it.
Who among us would like?
Who among us would be
Among us.
Among Us.
among us?
Among Us. A disease.
Among Us. Who Among Us? Among Us. One of those was Lyndon Johnson, where it was like, there wasn't even any context, he just said Among Us. No context, just Among Us. Acting like my parents, oh, get me out. True, we are the imposters. We were Among Us the whole time. Hardest you've laughed in 3 days. Dude, I laughed pretty hard yesterday as a result of, you're not gonna believe me, a philosopher. there's a guy who is very very edgy, very autistic, and also very Slovenian. And his name is Slavoj Žižek. Fuck, how do I pronounce his name? He's Slavoj Žižek. That's his name. And he's talking about fucking the like the river that separates the Balkans from the rest of Europe. He was like saying, here we have Ljubljana, a very nice river, very pretty in the winter. Ah, but you are wrong. This is the official boundary, geographical boundary between Balkan and Middle Europa. Okay, so on one side, Eastern despotism, women get beaten and raped and like it. On the other hand, Europe civilization, women get beaten and raped and don't like it. And that shit made me laugh really hard. Cause his voice is his accent and a lisp, like and a stutter and a speech impediment all at the fucking same time or whatever. And like the reason he's so funny, I think, is because he's a weird guy. It's very plain when you watch him in action, but he leans into it. He understands that, like, oh, if I try to conform, it's like, then it's just gonna make it even weirder. Cause it's like I'm not okay with it or something. So I'm just gonna like double down. Funniest fucking guy. Very funny dude. But after this race, there are a couple other topics that I wanted to touch on. Oh yeah, that's another one of my voice impressions, by the way. I can do a decent Slavoj Žižek. Oh, dude. Barely didn't make that. Oh, what's going on? Oh, what's going on here? Bro, what? I landed on top of that? You gotta be... What is going on? This race is so insane. Oh god, he's got triple red shells. He missed one of them. Oh my god, I got him! I think I'm gonna win. Ah! That was nuts. More exciting than the World Cup. That was so fucking scary. I deserve to be number one. Waluigi. Yes. Dude, that had me on edge. Okay, as soon as he threw the first red shell and it went past me, I was like, holy fuck, I actually have a chance to win this. And the two options were like, okay, I have to either trick him into throwing the red shell in a spot where it's like gonna break on nothing, and then I'll have the banana to dodge the last one, or I'm gonna dodge the banana, one of them is gonna hit me, and I just use the fucking fake item box to get him. Oh my god. That was sick. Dare I say, hysterical. That was the next thing I want to talk about. Yeah, my brain going at 9,000 miles per hour. My brain has IQ overflow. My head's getting too heavy. Help! I need a doctor. My spine can't handle it. I'm gonna. You just hear a crunch, and then I fall on the floor. God, that'd be gruesome. But anyways, the next thing that I wanted to get at was hysteria. There's like, you know, there's the phrase like mass hysteria and shit. Apparently that has like, the word hysteria also has like an academic definition. Like, there's the colloquial, like the commonly used word hysteria, and then there's the Marxist term hysteria, which refers to a similar but not the same thing, and it's it like has the same origins but isn't exactly the same. And I heard it used once or twice, and I was like, okay, well, how does, like, what does this actually mean? Like, I wanted to know what the word actually meant in that context. And like, even from reading up on it, it was like hard for me to find a definition I somehow lived. And the Marxist definition of hysteria apparently is like multiple people reporting the same symptoms of like a mental illness or like a disorder or something without having the same like common cause, which might just be the regular definition, but like apparently like there's more context for this definition because it applies to things like shell shock and Gulf War syndrome, both forms of what's more commonly known as like I think PTSD. And like definitely very real phenomena of where like your mind has a hard time coping with like the horrors of warfare and whatever. But there's like not a single thing that triggers it. There's no single common cause. You know? But more interesting to me is that the derogatory use of the term in like the 19th and 20th century, where disproportionately women were called hysterical, actually also refers to a set of real mental phenomena that were simply stigmatized. And apparently the reason for this was, like, every person has a functioning brain, on average, and your brain wants to do things. Your brain wants to act and think, and if you live in a society, you want to contribute to that society. You want to, you know, be active and go out and do stuff. But in the 19th century, you know, women were almost universally second-class citizens in most countries. So what started to happen was, like, disproportionately, women would start going stir-crazy because they were people who had all these smarts up in their brain that they had no outlet to use. And, like, a doctor started to... one of the French medical professionals, the guy that, like, coined the term hysteria as a disorder, started to pick up on these symptoms. He couldn't figure out what it was describing, but he saw the symptoms were relatively the same. It's sort of like an irrational, like almost irrational state of what's the fucking term? Like madness and anguish. And the reason for that, as you know, Marxist structuralists, whoever would contend, is that women were being induced with anguish because of a system that devalued them as people, and that was the source of hysteria. You know, and so this would not necessarily stop happening. There's always going to be, or there had always been and would be afterwards, social stigma that would trigger similar like mental responses in people. But if, you know, you could eliminate some form of hysteria by addressing the inequality that caused it, which was very interesting for me to read, because it was like, basically it was like, oh, you're oppressed, just shut the fuck up, forehead, you know, instead of being like mad about it and literally like their brain be like, I can't fucking take it anymore, dude. And that's apparently, that's what hysteria is. I read some weird things. So, yeah, apparently, you know, and that got turned into, like, a whole thing where it's like, oh, you're being hysterical like a woman, or whatever, and women would get called hysterical, and it's like, no fucking shit, we live in a goddamn patriarchy, and you don't let me do anything, you know? Of course I'm gonna go absolutely insane. This track is fun. You can kind of tell this is one of the tracks that I used to time trial. I had, when I, like, quit Mario Kart Wii in, like, 2019 or whatever, there was a period of time where I, like, just did a ton of offline versus racing and time trialing. And this was one of the tracks that I time trialed and actually beat the, not only beat the expert staff ghost, but got within a decent enough distance of having the world record. Like, within 4-ish seconds. And, you know, this track and Christmas Court were two of the tracks that I spent a lot of time trialing and got really good times on, because I really liked that there's a ton of trick ramps and stuff. Yeah, first place. Not like world records mean that much, but back when Trump got elected, one of the biggest comedian programs in the Netherlands talked about Trump. It was hilarious. Yeah, Trump is a almost infinite source of comedy, even just in the way he talks. And, you know, the way he looks, he's always like, fucking chops the onions at you. He is a funny man. It's too bad he's a fucking fascist. Could you imagine if Trump, like, got hit in the head one day and like, he woke up after a coma, and then he got up on stage like, guys, I have great news, tremendous news, epic news. As gamers have told me, many gamers have said the word epic. I am now in favor of the trans rights. Trans rights, they tell me it's very good. It's very good. You had a video of that one? Oh yeah, the fucking I think I remember that where Trump actually said that thing. Like, I was trying to rack my brain because so much shit happened in the Trump presidency, but yeah, like, at some point early on in his presidency, he, like, did a diplomatic visit to the Netherlands, and, he actually, like, yeah, he was like, you know, he does the whole America First shtick, but he was like, you know what, it's okay, we like the Dutch, and it, like, literally almost just said, or he might have even just said, you know, it's okay, we believe in America first, but maybe the Netherlands can come second. You know? Very, silly, wacky stuff. Which would be cool if that weren't, you know, it'd be cool if it weren't fascist rhetoric. Which is, you know, like I said, it would be amazing if he, like, hit his head one day and then all of a sudden he was like, trans rights, they tell me they're pretty good. I am in favor of trans rights. They've told me many injustices, unbelievable, have occurred to the trans community. And we should be looking out for our trans brothers and sisters and non-binary people as well. I think it's amazing. Damn it. I tried. Oh yeah, that's right, the ramp is over here. Oh my god, how did I make that save? About your farmers? Oh yeah, the fucking... Farmers are the backbone of really any country, but, you know, just don't talk shit about the farmers. That's no bueno. No way! I hit the wall. Yeah, I do know that it's much more of a thing in the Netherlands than it is in the United States. Wah. Oh. I was hoping that I would blue shell myself. That would have been funny. Oh yeah, I think farmers were doing blue, white, red. Farmers, you don't have to be lonely at farmersonly.com. True. Find a farmer near you today who wants to fuck. That ad is prime meme material, of course. It's only natural. That ad is very funny. It's kind of weird how dating apps, like, how little I've heard about dating apps aside from Tinder and then, like, whatever insane shit right-wingers come up with. You know, like there was that dating app, The Right Stuff, where it was like only Trump supporters are allowed on the site, and of course as a result of that it was all men, and you like weren't allowed to set preferences to be gay or whatever. So there's like, where's all the women? Dating apps are just foul. Yeah. There's a really good video from a guy I otherwise would disagree with on a lot of stuff, that dating apps are kind of the commodification of love, and it's sort of like, it's like capitalism has infected the love life of everybody, and it's kind of fucked up. Because like the thing that really hit home for me, you know, even if you don't buy into necessarily a lot of socialist rhetoric that people use, is that the closest thing that resembled sort of the interface on a dating app was a fucking car dealership. You know? Like, you know, you would be scrolling through car offers and stuff like that. But then the difference on the, like, on Tinder is that the car has to like you back or whatever the fuck. And I was like, that is... Wow, I never noticed that, and also now that I'm looking at it, it's really fucked up. You know? Really unfortunate. Farmer seeks woman on TV. That's really funny. Yeah, and I have a Tinder account, that I will, on a very rare occasion, I'll use, but, it like, I kind of stopped using it because, well, because I wanted to meet somebody in real life. I didn't feel comfortable using an app like that to try to find somebody. It felt like it's like I was just gonna get brain rot or whatever. It's like, this is not a good way to find somebody. It's hilarious because it's too dumb and embarrassing. That's a way better, like, more distilled slogan for the fucking farmers only and whatever. You know? Like, farmer seeks woman is like, there you go, no fluff. We get right to the issue. The issue at hand. It's forced in a way, yeah. It's also, like, hello. Thank you very much for the follow, Dark God HP Fronteralt. Dark God HP Frontrunner Alt, I'm assuming is what that name actually is. I love that follow notification. Ugh, throw it! What the fuck? How did it end up back there? +2, we take those. Welcome to the chat. Always nice to see a new chatter. To watch the program translated is just amazing, dude. I love, like, poorly translated shit is such a gem. It's like what is it? Pokemon Vietnamese Crystal. I'm doing pretty good, Dark God. Thank you for asking. Despite the weather outside, it's very gray. next question. Yeah. Oh, there is one last thing I wanted to talk about. It's a little bit heavier. I talked last stream or maybe the stream before about how recently there was an attack on a power plant in the United States. A far right group went and shot up a power substation in North Carolina because yeah, no, it's no problem, Dark God. They had like wanted to sabotage a drag event. There was like a you know how there's like drag time story hour and all that stuff. They wanted to sabotage one of those, so they cut the power. They shot up the power plant. And the police office, like the sheriff's office, started an investigation because that's like how stuff works. You know, that's what you're supposed to do. But as it turns out, the sheriff in that town had or in that county, I don't remember if it was a town or a county, was like in cahoots with the far right group. They were friends with some of the far right people. In fact, there was one woman who was like planning the attack that he went to had gone to church with and knew personally, and so he like the sheriff's office rushed to basically say there's no connection between the far right group and targeting this drag event, which is extremely questionable, because you know this could potentially mean that the police force has been very thoroughly infiltrated by the far right in America. As I'm sure is the case, as I've seen is the case also in other countries, but we're much more on the cusp of like really bad shit happening. The Dutch is kind of ass and annoying. Damn. No love for country, I guess. It's fine. I don't have any love for my country either. Not really. Although I do often use it as a funny rhetorical device for talking shit about British people. Ah, damn it! I missed the item box. You don't think you met a Dutch person? Oh, yeah, that's right. I don't know that many Dutch people. I know some Moroccan people. I don't know that many international people in general. I'm American. I don't know international people. All the other languages are the same. You can't play NTSC games because of your TV? Yeah, Europe uses PAL standard. Dude, that's gonna be... Yeah, I remember that from the other stream. And honestly, based. Why the fuck would I fight for a nation state? Unless I was being invaded by a worse nation state. Do people wear clogs or is it a myth? It's not a myth. I have seen people wear clogs before. I don't know if it's a Dutch thing, but they do in fact exist. The people, I mean, that wear the clogs. You're gonna beat the fuck out of your TV and buy a new one. God damn. My man's looking like Hungrybox when he did the fucking one thing at the one tournament. Let's go Camp Cardigan. Klompen? Dude. Wooden slippers. Dude, there was Evo 2015. Hungrybox like slapped the top of the TV. He beat Leffen and then like the top of the CRT TV, and then you can see Blur in the background go like it's my TV, guys. And that's when the meme started of Hungrybox like fucking hitting random objects when he popped off. You get slapped with a wooden spoon? Bro! Here we just get slapped with like a sandal or something. Also, child abuse is bad, don't do it. God, every day that fucking goes by, I realize how lucky I am to have parents that never hit me as a child. Bro. That's more precise of a move than is often comfortable to do. Hagelslag is, trash? Interesting. Stroop Waffles www. Oh! Wait, what? Is that real? That's hilarious. If true. Bro! I didn't expect that to hit! Oh! Don't mind if I do! Bro, you're grounded? That's lame. Everybody has an accent. Everybody has an accent. I just don't know, like, oh. I've heard, there's, it's, I think, like, Dutch, a Dutch person who speaks English really well, if the one interview I saw with, like, a Dutch historian was any indication, it, like, it sounds a little bit like a German accent. Although I'm not sure how I would describe it other than that. Don't say that. Well, it does. Nah. Mark Rutte and his English. Oh, Mark, is he who I'm thinking of? No, that's the PM. Dude, why is his face so small? What the fuck? Dutch. Interview? Oh, yeah, okay, hold on. He did the Dutch historian that did an interview with Tucker Carlson, and then like the footage got leaked because he made Tucker Carlson look really bad because he's like a left-leaning historian, as I think most historians are. Rutger Bregman? Y'all know who that guy is? Brabant. Is that like south? Curry, every other sauce. Bro. I've never had curry. I have, however, had homemade tomato sauce, and that shit is good. Fufu. I don't know what fufu is. Or, like, I've heard the name, but I don't know, like, what exactly it is. Because I'm a silly American. You want to stick dough in your mouth? I want to stick cookie dough specifically in my mouth. That shit is good. Like African dough, what they eat with their food. Oh, you mean like, yeah, okay. I love that shortcut, by the way. Fuck no. I turn into a singer whenever I get hit by some shit. Oh, yeah, Belgium. Belgium is like, there's like the Flemish area that speaks. I don't know if they call it Flemish, but it's like a dialect of Dutch or something. And then there's Wallonia, which speaks a dialect of French. Your stepmom comes from Belgium. Watch your words. Well, I don't know what they call the language, like how they approach it. If they say like it's its own language, it's a dialect of Dutch or whatever. I would assume they say it's its own language. Either way, the two are mutually intelligible, which means like if you speak one, you functionally speak the other one. And you have German in the east and the capital that speaks both. Interesting. Oh yeah, Brussels. So they have 3 official languages. That's cool. The United States has no official language, funnily enough. I don't know if y'all knew that one. The individual states of the United States have official languages, almost all of them English. But the United States itself does not have any one official language. Like, there's no... We usually default to English and Spanish, but it's not like, oh, the official language of the United States is X. Like, we don't have one of those. Yeah, it would only make sense for it to be English, but I think it's part of the whole, like, multi-ethnic identity stuff, where they want to be like, oh, you know, we want to be inclusive of other languages, even though our border policies say otherwise. Broke its own record of having no government for the longest time? That's fucking crazy. How much goddamn party infighting is there over in Belgium? Hang on, let me look this shit up. Belgian Parliament. Belgian Federal Parliament. Holy fuck, that is more party diversity than I've literally ever seen in... yeah, wait, hold on. There's the chamber and the Senate. Parti Socialiste, Mouvement Réformiste, Écolo, CD&V, Open VLD, Vuruit, also a socialist party, Groen, also a green party, De Vandering Wert? I don't know how to pronounce shit in Flemish Dutch. North part wants to be independent? Yeah. Dude, in the United States, Belgium has like... Wait, fuck, I'm dumb. Playing this track. Belgium has like a dozen parties, like 12 parties in each chamber of the legislature. Do you know how many parties the United States has? US has 2. We have 2 parties. We have a fucking like... You have 2 ways of saying fries? Yeah. One of them is friet, and then one of them is... I don't know what the other word would be. The elephants and the donkeys? Yeah. We have a fascist party and we have a centrist liberal party, and that's it. Patat South says friet. Gotcha. Yeah, no wonder Belgium can't form a fucking government. You say aardappelstotjes? I'm sure I'm butchering this pronunciation or whatever, but oh, that's interesting. So the Dutch word for like potato is similar to the French root, because in French the word for potato is pomme de terre, literally fruit of the earth, or like apple of the earth or whatever, and then that word is a aardappel, which I'm assuming means earth apple, or like ground apple or something. Pretty cool, at least to somebody like me. And then stokje, obviously being sticks. You want to bite into a potato like an apple? I mean, you could. There's nothing stopping you. You would get some weird looks, though. I don't know how much of that is of a deterrent. All right. Give me mushroom. That's not a mushroom. Wait, hold on. Fuck, I'm gonna bag here. That's not a mushroom either. That is a mushroom. Okay. Yes! Pride yourself on being unpredictable. Good thing to be proud of. Also, I definitely just, like, lost the race because of that. Don't speak about French, I'm trying to forget that stuff. Not the country, just the teachers. They were garbage on the schools and easy to recognize. Hey, I had a similar experience with, I mean, to a lesser degree French, but with like, Arabic and stuff. Also, you are, if I speak any other language, you are gonna hear French, because French is the only other language that I speak. So, I'm sorry to bring up the traumatic, memories. You're making your own school? Bro, it's gonna have blackjack and hookers? You're banned. But I'm just kidding. I'm assuming that's Spanish? That last part? Well, I don't fucking know, dude. Language is made up anyways. It's the band in Coco Bandera. That's right. What, Mushroom Peaks? Why are we playing this fucking track at this time of the day on this fucking fine afternoon? Batata is, you don't know. I know batata is the Arabic word for potato. They call it batata because there's no P in Arabic. So you get batata and then Sprite is Sprite. Coco Bandera. Ah, right. Okay, yeah. Very cool. I like that that name. Ow. Okay, moment of truth. Do I get fucked up? No? Oh my god, it's working, kind of. Do I live? I live? Bro. Your English typing equals 90%, your English speaking equals 0%. That's, yeah, I sympathize. That's how That's how I feel sometimes with French. It's way easier to read and write in French than it is to speak. In fact, I was confident enough in my ability to read and write French that in college for one of my projects, I read a French academic article. Français est la voix de tout le monde. Everything else. It be that way. I have to use it. I wasn't gonna live. I don't think. Wait, am I first? Please let him fall off. He fell off! I'm a fucking genius. I'm gonna win this track. Mario Kart Wii is almost done? Yeah. Yeah, actually, there's about, 15 minutes left in the stream. Oh, what? People went the other way? Whack. Ow. Oh, wait, the AI is almost done. Oh, you're coding it took me a second. You're coding an AI? That's cool. Yeah, it's true. Very, very sad. Stream is almost done. However, I will be back in 2 days. I stream every other day at 1:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Epic plug. And it'll be more of this next time. Let me live. Yes. Okay. Throw that shit for me. If you're not working to be here, don't stress about it. Don't worry about it. EST, was that for yes time zone? Fucking it would be, let's see. It'd be, I think, 6:30 for the Netherlands. 6:30 p.m. Got a job at McDonald's and fucking hate McDonald's. I respect the grind, and I sympathize, but, you know. Never had a wage job. Yeah, 18 hours 30. That is what time, I think. Time zone. GMT +1 2 EST. Oh no, wait, hold on. 3:16 p.m. Sunday in Eastern Time is 9:16 p.m. Sunday Netherlands GMT +1. So it would be 6 hours ahead for you guys. So one, like 13 hours 30 for me would be 19 hours 30 for you. Yeah. And then for Coco Bandera, I think it would be 11 hours 30. Yeah. Well, no, Morocco is only 5 hours. No, wait. Fuck, I'm wrong. No, it's because it's daylight savings time. Yeah, so Coco Bandera is 2 hours behind me. My cat's waking up. She knows that stream is almost done and she will get to go outside soon. God, it's you know, it's late for Europeans. I picked 1:30 because I wanted to be able to like I'm guessing for switching modes. Yeah. I tried to pick a time slot where I knew a lot of people would be available. Like 1:30 in the afternoon for East Coast people just seemed to work out well for like if I wanted to also reach some people in Europe. It would be around dinner time or a bit later, you know. And then for people on like the U.S. West Coast or like in Mountain Time, it would be a little bit earlier, but like not so early that you have to get up early in the morning. Oh yeah, you like the video where I'm trying to guess what war it is and I'm fucking failing the whole time, and then I realize, oh, yeah, or that, you know, you say. I'm gonna use this bullet bill on lap 4 if I can. Oh, god damn it. Alright, well. Alright, here we go. I'm gonna chain this. Cool. Ah, blue shell. I see. He's gonna pass, that's fine, and I got 4th, okay, whatever. Minus 40, bro. Oh! Okay. I have to let my cat out of my room. Go ahead, baby. Idiot. Bye-bye. Preparing the race, bro. Who picked that track? Bruh, that's so dumb. Dumb track. Fun, but also very dumb. No, Tropical Factory? I hate this one. Dude. Socks? Specifically funny socks? Yeah, socks are pretty good. Especially when somebody's wearing them, they got a cute femboy ass or some shit. You know, like knee high. Sorry, I wasn't sure how well that joke would land. You love femboy socks? Fuck yeah. Individual of culture. Give me item box. Yes, yes, big boy mushroom. Ow, fuck. Give me to that ramp. Okay. Ooh, that was sick. I held back and that let me actually get a low trick. Oh, nuts. Ooh, thanks for clearing out that banana. I actually might have hit that. Okay, here's my epic plan. Excuse me, senor. Just gonna cruise on into second place here. What is going on? Where is this guy? Très bien, très bien. No! J'ai tombé. Oh shit. The guy had a bullet bill? So I assume nobody has the shock right now. The baguette. Oh. You know that France recently passed a measure that would make condoms free for anybody up to the age of 25. Fuck, I'm dead. A decidedly rare Macron W. That he is pro safe sex. And I offer critical support. Be cool if we had that in the United States, but unfortunately, our lawmakers actually want to ban. Some of our lawmakers actually want to ban condoms, if you can believe it. It's kind of wacky. Yeah, did you guys not know this? So, after Roe v. Wade got overturned, the decision of the court. Well, it's because they hate women, but I'll explain that in just a second. The Republicans in the House and Senate said, "Oh yeah, and now we want to look at a federal ban on contraception as well as a federal ban on abortion." They kind of jumped the gun because they haven't been able to do a federal ban on abortion yet. Yeah. No, yeah, it's literally The Handmaid's Tale, which is the future that they want. They want to ban condoms and birth control pills and Plan B and shit like that. They are just anti-fun, anti-sex, anti-woman, anti-many things. You know. And in some states there are already very restrictive abortion bans, so it wouldn't surprise me if in some states that are Republican controlled, yeah, anti-having IQ, literally, Senator I think Ted Kennedy, from like I don't fucking know where, somewhere in the Deep South, went on a rant that people who have high IQ are stupid, and Democrats and whatever, and Republicans are good because low IQ, and that means they're not part of the liberal academia. Without a shred of irony, he went on this rant. Yeah, birth control also used for a period. Yeah. No, they just hate, the party platform for the Republicans is they just hate women. Well, not just that, but women are one of the major demographics that they hate, like a lot. They're bringing back female hysteria full force. Yeah, literally. we're actually, like, if this shit happens, we're gonna start seeing the female hysteria shit, and there's gonna be an actual, like, legit cause behind it and stuff, just like there was in the 19th century. Oh shit, shortcut, let's go. We did it, boys. We full circled. We have we have invented the 19th century too. Looking at the timer, I think this is maybe I could do one more race after this one as a treat. I had to be mean to that guy. There was no other way I was gonna get to second here. I'm really kind of mean in worldwides. You know, it's been known to happen. Kind of fucking unfortunate. Ah, fuck. Bullied Dio and made a video about it? Yeah, that's true. Well, no, he bullied me and then I got revenge and then I put that in the video and I was like, okay, I've got my revenge. Oh, what? There's only 2 people? Wait, fuck. We just played that one. Watching a Twitch streamer that normally streams for 30 to 60 minutes, but then you're around for the streams for like 3 or 4 hours. You have social skills, just no one to be social with. That happens quite a lot lately, you know? And to go on a last-minute rant about capitalism, that this is actually a feature of certain certain parts of capitalism emphasizing profit and the hyperfixation on work above all else, and it kind of restricts people from having social lives, especially the way that like American suburbs are built. You know, there's not a lot of social places for people to just hang out if they want to. Got him. Never mind. Yeah, man, how nice it would be to switch positions. Oh, well, you can go through that. That's interesting. Chalk me to the box. Oh no, believe me, 1v3. I think you might be the one making a mistake here if you switch lives with an American. Holy shit. No way! Oh yeah, not only that, an American woman? Yeah, no, you're fucked. The only thing that would, actually, if you're queer, it gets even worse. And if you're not white, it gets even worse. Ah, damn it. Okay, well, this guy wins. You're not queer, but you are a POC? Oh, shit. You're a RIP? Alright, let me get out of here. I lost some VR, but I don't care that much. Oh, man. Who does? Gremlins? The gremlin in my head that's trying to devalue me at every turn? Anyways, that was fun. I'll be back on Tuesday if anybody's interested, but you know, that's that. I'm gonna try to find somebody to raid now, just to get a little bit of recognition for myself and somebody else. Yeah, I enjoyed it too. You'll be there to ghost. Let's see, what is what are people doing? Following. Who's live? Lumiru is live. Let's raid Lumiru. There we go. Send y'all over to Lumiru. Anyways, I'm glad y'all enjoyed this stream. Look forward to that video, that tier list video at the end of the week. Mario Kart people are gonna hate it, but it will also be funny, so see you.
But there's never any cake.
Wikipedia has bailed me.